Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Martin, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how to increase your chances of winning college scholarships. I decided that this would be a great time to create this video since this was around the same time when I started writing my applications, and I know there's a lot of things I know now that I wish I would have known back then. So in this video, I'm going to include tips and tricks for application, I'm going to share my experiences, and more importantly, I'm going to share the tools and resources that worked for me. Hey guys, just want to say that all the points made in this video are applicable to anyone. It's not only exclusive for US and Canadian students, and the same goes with the resources. If it is region specific, I'll let you know somewhere in the description box. But let's get right back into the video. All the resources that I mentioned in this video will be in the description box down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on social media or even drop your question in the comment section. So without further ado, let's get started with the video. My first piece of advice is to apply for everything. And when I mean to apply for everything, it doesn't mean to apply for every scholarship that's out there, but rather to apply for all the different types of scholarship. And I categorize them into 3 different types. The first one are merit-based awards and scholarships, and oftentimes they're looking for excellence in academics or extracurriculars. The second type is grants and bursaries, and they're looking for students that are in financial need or they have overcome adversity in some point of their life. And last but not least, the most important one, number 3, are entrance scholarships. And entrance scholarships are usually given out by the university themselves, and they're given to students with high academics, they're well-rounded, and overall they have lots of community involvement. So by applying to these different types of categories of scholarships, you're not only increasing your chances of winning one, but you're increasing your chances of winning multiple of them. And if you're not sure where to look for them, I do have a few links down in the description box below. It's applicable for US or even Canadian students. And the best resource that there is Google itself. You can just Google scholarships for STEM students, scholarships for whatever you're applying for, and it's going to come up somewhere in the search result. In order to find the niche and the really local scholarships, that's when you need to talk to your guidance counselor. They know a lot of the community scholarships around your city, and they even have a lot of resources. And just keep in mind that there are some national scholarships that require your guidance counselor to nominate you for those scholarships. So overall, just remember to apply for everything, apply for all these different types of scholarships. That way you increase your chances of winning at least one of them. My second point is to stay organized. And the reason I'm stressing about organization is because grade 12 will be the most hectic year for you. I'm gonna kill myself! You're not only studying for school as usual, but you have university applications, scholarship applications, you have extracurricular or IB and AP exams. And this is why it's extremely important for you to stay organized, especially with all your due dates. So starting off, I would recommend creating a scholarship tracker. When I was creating mine, I listed out the names, I put what the value of it was and what I was looking for. But when I was researching for this video, I actually found a more coherent and updated scholarship tracker that will benefit all of you. Essentially, it tells you when the due date is, what they're looking for, the transcripts if they need it, and even reference letters. And again, you can find it all down in the description box below. My second advice is to have a calendar app. For me, throughout my high school career, I've used Google Calendar due to how simple it is, and it's been helping me keep track of all my deadlines. And the biggest takeaway here is, as soon as you find a scholarship that you're eligible for and you want to apply to, find the due date and instantly put it into your calendar. That way you can look into the future for the month and you can see how many applications you need to finish by the end of the month, and that way you can balance your time and your workload. For number 3, we're going to dive straight into the application process, and more specifically the essay component. When you're applying to a lot of scholarships, you're going to realize that the prompts get really repetitive. They're going to ask you, what are some extracurriculars that you're involved in? Why do you deserve to win the scholarship? Or what makes you a great candidate for the scholarship? And if you create a unique essay for every single prompt, it's going to be extremely time consuming. And this is the reason why you want to create one strong essay that encapsulates all your activities, all your extracurriculars. And by using this essay, you can adapt it to different prompts. And here up in the screen, I'm going to show you the outline that we're going to use for creating our essay. First, you want to start off with a hook. And the reason for this is because the people that are reading your scholarship applications will read hundreds, not even, but thousands of different scholarship applications. And by capturing the reader's attention in the first 15 seconds, you're going to differentiate yourself from other applicants, and that's going to encourage them to read your whole application. For number 2, you want to tell us true story. And one notion that really stuck with me is that being vulnerable makes your essay more memorable. So in this segment, or in this section, you want to talk about a true story that really had a significant impact on you. It could be a memory, it could be a learning experience, it could even be an activity that you partaked in high school or your extracurriculars. And number 3, fully answer the question. And this is extremely important when you're writing your essay. It's really easy oftentimes to get carried away when you're describing your achievements or providing examples. And the most important part, yes, you can put your achievements, yes, you can put your examples, but you want to be able to link that back to the question and actually answer the prompt. And this is what will set you apart from other candidates and give the answer that they're looking for. Number 4 is heed word count. So make sure you're not going over the word count. That way they don't deduct any points from your application. And number 5, proofread and share. And personally, I had a lot of difficulty with proofreading and sharing my application to other people. And the reason for that was because I was really insecure about my past and my achievements. I didn't think I was good enough, and I thought people would look down on me because of my experiences. But by actually sharing it, I learned a lot more of what people, of how people saw me, how people saw my application, and the people that proofread it actually helped improve my essay significantly. So my biggest tip is don't be shy. Go share your application to someone that you trust, whether it's a friend, family member, and by giving them your application and them proofreading it, it's going to help you a lot as it gives you a different scope and a different perspective of your application. My 4th piece of advice is to understand the premise behind the scholarship. I often see a lot of scholarship applicants, they just dive straight into what the prompt is and they just create their essay. And a key factor that you want to look for when you're applying for scholarships is the history and the goal behind the organization and behind the scholarship. And you can find this on their website. Maybe they have like a small blurb on the application, and it tells you what the scholarship is for. And from there, you're able to understand what's the type of students that they're looking for. Is it excellence in academics and extracurriculars? Are they looking for a great value of character? Or they have lots of community involvement? Or are they looking for a student that has financial need or has gone through adversity? By understanding what type of student they're looking for and the scholarship applicants that they want, you're able to finally have a direction of how to write your application and write your essay. You know what extracurriculars to include, you know what reference letters will be effective, and you know what points you want to make in order to make your essay and your application extremely strong. My 5th piece of advice is that details matter. When you're writing your application, you want to be as specific as possible with your achievements, your awards, and your activities. For example, if you say that blank activity has helped you with your learning and your development, it's far less effective than saying how it has helped you. Did it provide you with opportunities? Did it help strengthen relationships with your subordinates, with your team members? Or did it help build interpersonal skills? By really pinpointing what you have learned and what you have experienced from these opportunities, it makes your application more memorable, and it makes the person that's reading it remember your application. A quick tip when writing your application is that if you exceed your word limit and you feel that your essay is not strong, what I'll do is I'll individually segregate each sentence themselves and then reading them over, seeing how it affects the overall message and see if there's any weight on it. If it's not powerful enough, then you might add something, and if you think it's redundant, you can just take it out. So as many of you may have been clickbaited by the thumbnail, I will be answering your question now. How did I win over $250,000 worth of scholarships? And the short answer is that I applied to a lot of scholarships, and in a total, 17 of them. I applied to every scholarship that I could find. I talked with guidance counselors, I searched online, and the process was really tiring and rigorous as it coincided with my university applications as well. and I received a mixture of merit-based and entrance scholarships, but the majority of the value came from entrance scholarships. So I can't stress this enough, but when you apply for university, look into the entrance scholarships that you're eligible for and definitely do apply to them, since that's where a lot of the money that you can get from scholarships will come from. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and that you're able to learn something new or even take something away. I know how challenging your senior year will be since you'll be applying for scholarships and university, so keep going, work hard, and stay motivated. If this video has helped you in some sort of way, please drop a like down below, and if you have any questions, just leave in the comment section and I'll be answering them. So my social medias are down below in the description box, and please consider subscribing for more content like this. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!